What's up everybody, it's Sean here and I'm back today with another installment of my Dare to Dream video series. In this series, I take a look at shoes that aren't as commonly seen on YouTube, including high heat releases from the past and present, and shoes that just have a special meaning in sneaker history. So today we'll be taking a closer look at the original Air Jordan 17 in this white and college blue colorway. So the year is 2001, and Michael Jordan is 3 years removed from his final NBA game that he played en route to his last and 6th NBA title. And as a part owner of the Washington Wizards, Michael, being the ultra competitive person that he is, just can't deal with that itch anymore and he has to get back on the NBA court. So at the ripe old age of 38, Michael Jordan leaves the front office of the Wizards and instead decides to lace up and return from retirement once more, this time as a full-time player for the Wizards. So Jordan would go on to play 2 seasons starting in 2001, and that's the main significance of these Air Jordan 17s. This was basically his comeback silhouette, as he spent a good chunk of the 01-02 season wearing this pair right here. So while they graced MJ's feet pretty much since the beginning of the season, it wasn't until All-Star Weekend of 2002, on February 9th to be exact, that the public was finally able to get their hands on these. It's really incredible to think that it's been over 20 years since this pair originally released. I still distinctly remember where I was. Not to make myself seem dated, but I had just started high school, and while I couldn't afford a pair of these shoes, instead I settled and I got a t-shirt with Air Jordan 17 branding instead. So the official colorway for this shoe is white, black, and college blue, and alongside this pair, they also released 2 other colorways in the standard cut, one in black and the other one in white and red. And if anything, the thing that this shoe is most known for was its incredibly high retail price. So keep in mind this is 2002, and this pair retailed for a price of $200 US, which is approximately 270 Canadian dollars, which at the time was just extremely high. Just to give you guys a point of comparison, the signature model before this, the Air Jordan 16, that pair retailed for $40 less at 160 USD, so a price jump of $40 was just really high. But before you freak out, I guess you can sort of justify the price increase. These Air Jordan 17s came packaged in a metallic suitcase, and inside the suitcase it came with a CD-ROM as well, which really shows you how long ago this was, and inside that CD it contained advertisement videos along with other marketing materials as well. And even though it's been a whopping 20 years since the original release, beyond the original colors that dropped in that year, Jordan Brand and Nike haven't really released too many retros in the years since. So there was the Countdown Pack version, which I believe dropped in 2008. There was the Trophy Room Air Jordan 17s. But generally speaking, the retros of the Air Jordan 17 are few and far between. So in terms of the actual design of these Air Jordan 17s, these were designed by designer Wilson Smith, and the shoe's design was said to be inspired by 3 things: the fine details from an Aston Martin, the smooth lines and flow of a jazz solo, and the long Air Jordan history of innovations in style. So diving straight into the details of this shoe, the majority of the upper is constructed out of a very nice white colored leather. This leather feels very nice to the touch. You can tell that it's a genuine cut of leather, and pressed on in the middle we have this black colored Jumpman logo. Surrounding the edge of the toe, we have this semi-translucent blue colored TPU, and this is there to give you additional support and structure, but obviously this is a 20-year-old shoe, so the blue shade here is really faded and discolored. Overlaid on top of the midfoot, we have this lace cover or lace shroud, which gives you additional midfoot support and also hides the laces as well. So the black in the middle is a bit elastic, which helps to accommodate the width of your feet, and the edges are constructed out of leather, and you'll see on the lateral side, we have these white colored notes, which again draws inspiration from jazz. When you remove this lace cover, you'll see we have these black colored laces, and then the leather on the mid panel of the shoe underneath the laces has this crocodile skin pattern to it, and we have these 8 rows of eyelets. So the top 4 are obviously for the laces themselves, and the bottom 4 are there to help secure the lace cover in place. As for the top 2 eyelets, so the second eyelet from the top is done in this metallic silver color with the Jumpman logo in the center, and the top eyelet is done in this black colored TPU. Underneath the laces, so the majority of the tongue is constructed out of a black colored mesh material, and the top has much more of a suede-like feeling to it. And fun fact, the Jordan 17 comes with this lace lock, which makes it the first signature Jordan model to have a lace lock since the Air Jordan 6 in 1991. And again, this lace lock was originally intended to be a clear sort of plastic, but because of age, it's really turned yellow. Moving downwards, so surrounding the back of the shoe, we have more of that soft white colored leather, and surrounding the top portion of the ankle collar area, we have this black colored neoprene. And then running down the back of the shoe, we have this black colored rubber with a white colored Jumpman logo in the middle. Surrounding the bottom of the heel, we have the silver colored TPU heel clip, which gives you added structure and support, And you'll see we have Jordan branding found on the lateral side, along with the Jumpman logo found on the medial side. As for the insole, so nothing special here. This comes with your normal foam line insole, and to be honest, it felt pretty thin to the touch. So the upper of the shoe sits atop this midsole, which is encased in this TPU cage, which is this blue section that you see on the bottom. So because of the TPU, it really gives the shoe a lot of support and structure and a bit of stiffness, which makes sense considering Michael Jordan at 38 years old probably needed a lot more support for his knees. However, within this midsole, there is an air sole unit on the heel for impact protection and shock absorption, and we also have a Zoom Air unit underneath the forefoot as well, and the entire frontal half of the insole actually incorporates Phylon foam technology too. Finally, turning the shoe over to the bottom, so the outsole here is constructed out of a combination of white, gray, and blue colored rubber. We have this herringbone style traction pattern on the pods found throughout, and another fun fact, the outsole is inspired by Michael Jordan's love for golf, and this is supposed to represent an aerial view of a golf course. And underneath the rubber and the TPU, they also incorporate a carbon fiber shank plate as well, which helps with torsional rigidity and midfoot support. So that breaks down the look and the construction of these OG Air Jordan 17s. That pretty much covers all I gotta say about this model. The Jordan 17, if you guys are wondering how these fit, they feel a little bit more on the snug side, so if you do have wider feet, it's probably better if you go up a half size. But aside from that, in terms of a design standpoint, honestly, the Jordan 17 isn't my favorite as far as a signature model goes. If we're talking models around that time, I personally would put the 16 and the 18 over this one, but it's definitely a step above the 19. But I think the fact that this is Michael Jordan's comeback shoe when it comes to his tenure with the Washington Wizards makes this a very historical shoe and important one to own if you're a Jordan fan. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this white and blue Air Jordan 17 OG. What are your overall thoughts on the design of the Jordan 17? And for anyone watching, I don't know how old you guys are, you might have not even been born when these originally released, but let me know in the comment section down below your thoughts. If you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on my Instagram account at esco8, check me out on Twitter at sean.go, and visit my website as well at seango.ca. So until next time, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and hopefully it helped you in some way, and I'll catch you guys all in my next video.